sick, and I'm back with another ticket card. Well, it's not a ticket card. It's a it's a AMC reading. I'm back with another AMC reading. We're gonna do it for about 6 weeks, and I think 6 weeks is about August 2nd. It's August 2nd. So that is the entire month of July and the rest of June and some of August. I'm sorry for the noise, guys. I thought it was gonna be less noise, but obviously I was wrong. So it's either my kids' noise or the noise that's outside. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, what is coming? I want to do like a what's coming for AMC. I've had deducted for what's coming for AMC stock, and what to really know about the company, and is it gonna squeeze? It's a yes for the squeeze. But I'm gonna still do it because it did it last time. Why not? So the first question, this is what I'm gonna say first. If you like these videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now go look at my old one. AMC is talking about buying a theater chain in California. And I talked about them doing a merger in my last two videos. So yeah, go look at that. And you can also go check and see. Fact check me, as Lou versus Wall Street says. Fact check me, motherfuckers. um, Go look at when I was talking about the vote. I said there was going to be something weird about the vote. So I want to do this reading to try to see what's coming up, just for myself personally and for you guys who are watching. My first question is, what is coming for AMC stock price over the next 6 weeks? What's coming for the AMC stock price over the next 6 weeks? Here's accurate and concise answer to the question. What is coming for AMC stock price over the next 6 weeks? What is coming for the AMC stock price over the next 6 weeks? So much noise. The Hermit, the Frogs, and the Moon. Ah! The Moon came out. Okay. And there's the King of Frogs. So it's interesting that we've got. It looks like two different entities kind of fighting over the same thing, but I'm in this group. You guys should go check it out. Go check out the Margaret Moonlord's channel. He does financial astrology for AMC. And when this came out in the tarot prediction channel over on his Discord, we were talking about it's moon soon, moon soon, and it came out like the moon card came out maybe like last month for this reading, for the AMC reading over there. But anyway, this tends to come out for the government and governmental affairs and things like that. This could also be a SEC lawyer. So what it kind of looks like to me, I'm gonna pull some more cards, is this is weird because we've got the Empress, we've got the King of Rods, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Rods. It looks like it goes up, and then people take profits. The Empress keeps coming out for the AMC readings too, and I see her as growth, expansion, um, growth, expansion, because she's a pregnant woman, right? She's a pregnant woman, and they say that she's increasing. She's pregnant and she's getting bigger. So there's growth, expansion, things like getting bigger. Also, there is a full moon coming up too, and the market moon lords do this too. That around the moon, the full moon, it'll get um, is most likely to go up price wise. Now for the price, though, it looks like it goes up. People take profits and then it goes down because we've got the Four of Cups that also came out, the Five of Pentacles that comes out, and the Ten of Swords that comes out. So it looks more positive than it has for the last 12 weeks because we saw hedge fund fuckery. The Magician card came out a lot, and I'm not seeing it here on the top. I'm not seeing it here on the top like it has been before. The last 12 weeks, we've been getting the magician card coming out a lot, and we've also been getting the magician card and the Two of Swords and some other sword cards. The price action for the next 6 weeks, what I'm seeing here, is actually more positive. But as I was saying, for the next 6 weeks, it definitely looks positive because the the past readings we were getting were all about hedge fund fuckery. I don't see I don't even see like the mission card anywhere. It's in here somewhere. I know it is. I just don't know where it's at. And it's nowhere. Oh, it's close to the bottom. So it looks like their fuckery actually um, gets looked at. Their fuckery actually gets looked at. They actually have scrutinizing eyes upon them, and for a time, it actually does shoot up. But like further out, maybe by the end of the 6 weeks, people are starting to take profits. No surprise there. And the price starts to go down. After this time of lush abundance and growth and moonshot, it starts to like stagnate and come down. And let's say somebody gets stabbed in the back last time they got the Ten of Swords, it ended up being a hedge fund that got stabbed in the back. So yeah, hopefully it's a hedge fund again that gets stabbed in the back. You know, it's a lot of people here, like a lot of queens and kings. What I'm hearing though is like the stock here is a king and queen maker. We got the Queen of Pentacles, King of Rods, which tends to come out in AMC readings because I think AMC is a Leo, and we've got a match here between the King and the Queen of Rods. So that also talks of marriage and marrying things together. So no surprise, we already know there's going to be a merger, which will help the stock price probably go up, especially if the other movie chain has its own stock, is already listed. That stock will probably go up. Whatever their like Arc Light or something. It's like Arc Light. I think it's called Arc Light, and they are merging together too. With all that being said, I want to clarify the moon, and if we see a bunch of pentacles and stuff, there's the church card come out. Clarify the moon. Clarify the moon. Ten of Cups, nice. Just pentacles. The Emperor. So we got the Emperor and the Empress, and the Emperor tends to be um, one of those big entities like the government or the DTCC or the SEC or something like that. So it really looks like somebody's ego gets in the way, but ultimately the other party is happy, but both people kind of have to negotiate and they have to kind of give and take. But it's not necessarily equal give and take because neither party is 100% happy. But what it looks like is this is the moonshot, in my personal opinion. Now I've been wrong before, I can be wrong again. This looks like happiness to me. Like it feels like people down here on the ground looking up at these entities like we're happy with what we got. So I see it going up significantly, and then I see it coming down probably like at the end of the 6 weeks, um, or closer to the end of this 6 weeks. It feels like 3 weeks. It's just kind of going up, and then the 6 weeks, the last 3 weeks is kind of like consolidating and then kind of like doing this and coming down. So I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a weirdo on news with tiny cards. So take my reading with a grain of salt. So that was what's coming for the price action. I want to see what's coming for the ANC company itself. What we might need to know about it and its, what's going on around it. I want to know the most important thing that we need to know about ANC. What is the most important thing? I wasn't even really reading it. I wasn't even shuffling it that well. What's the most important thing that we need to know as coming toward the company AMC? Coming for AMC. What's the most important thing that the stockholders need to know over the next 6 weeks? Okay, so the Hermit card came back out again, and it just gives me like Uncle Sam vibes. It gives me governmental vibes, like the government is scrutinizing what's going on. Queen of Swords, she came out before. Eight of Swords also came out before. And there goes that moon card again. Now, AMC's moon is actually moving. Actually, no. The full moon itself. There's going to be a full moon in Capricorn. Shout out to the Market Moon Lord. He actually already did a video on the astrology of AMC. Um, and she was talking about the full moon. And the full moon, it just feels like it's gonna expose some things. Also, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of artificial. This came out in another reading for AMC, and we came up with the fact that the price is artificially um, contained. It's being artificially contained. It's not the actual price that it's supposed to be. Duh, because of market manipulation and things like that. No surprise there. Um, and it's like it's artificially trapped. Somebody like the SEC or DTCC or the government can come through and say, "Hey, look, stop that, or we're going to fine you, or stop that, or we're going to shut you down and cut you free." Ooh, actually, that makes a lot of sense there, doesn't it? Okay, so government cutting free the artificial price construction moonshot. So that actually makes sense. I like that there. So take this with a grain of salt, but I wouldn't be surprised. if AMC um, wins the moon over the next 6 weeks, or at least did what GameStop did. So it really feels like all of these regulations, she can be a lawyer, all of these regulations and all of these things that are coming out with the DTCC and the SEC, all of the information that's being exposed, it really looks like it finally cuts that artificial price restriction free. It cuts all of that manipulation out because we still haven't gotten the magician. We've been getting the magician over the last at least two readings that I did for AMC. We've been getting the magician a lot, and the magician is manipulation and manipulation and like basically fuckery. So we keep getting the moon coming out, which I keep hearing as moon soon. But with the moon card, it does talk of things that they're not as they seem, which makes sense because, like I said before, the price action is not natural. It's not natural. Some parts of it might, for a time, be natural, and then somebody else comes in and manipulates it, so it's not like it's supposed to be. So, with that being said, just know that the price action is not natural. It's being looked at, and it really looks like somebody coming here cutting that Eight of Swords type energy and moonshot. So, take what I've got there with a grain of salt. I could be wrong. Let's go and see. We said we did the price action up and then down. But like once you go up, you have to come down a little bit. You don't have to crash all the way back to $5, but you kind of have to cool off a little bit before you get to do it again. So is AMC gonna squeeze? Is AMC still on the path to squeeze? Is AMC still gonna squeeze? It doesn't have to be 6 weeks. Is AMC going to squeeze? So AMC still set to squeeze. AMC is still set to squeeze. There's the magician. We've got Seven of Cups, Judgment card, Empress. She likes to come out. The Knight of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. That Hermit card keeps coming out. The Chariot card and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so the Seven of Cups isn't necessarily a yes or a no. It's just about options. So I'm not going to take that as a yes or a no. It's a maybe. The Judgment card, all of the major arcana cards are yes. So we got one, two major arcana cards, three, four, five major arcana cards. The Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, the Hermit card, the Judgment card, and the Empress. One, two, three, four, five. And from the deck is the Magician. Six major arcana cards out of 10. And then we've got neutral. We're going to take it as a no, and a yes. So, this is Three of Wands is a positive card. This has been a negative card in our readings in the Discord, and this has been a negative card, just period. So, we got two no's, one maybe, and one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, seven, eight, nine, 10. So we got 7 out of 10 yes. Not just yes, but a lot of them are yes, yes. Like, yes. So, with that being said, yeah. So if you have the stock, that's not going to cost you anything to just hold it, especially if you are here for the squeeze. Um, Take my word with a grain of salt. I could be wrong. I will never be the kind of person who's like, yeah, I'm always right. I could be wrong. I'm definitely holding for the squeeze, even if it takes until, even if it does what Tesla did, and I think Tesla is still squeezing. And it took Tesla like a whole year to freaking get where it's now, or it was at $900. So, is there anything else that we need to know about the AMC stock company squeeze situation? Hierophant, Judgment, ooh, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like there's gonna be good news coming because Knight of Cups to me is like big good news, but like not big good news, but like big good news. So and it's not like, oh yeah, all the problems are fixed and everything's gonna be okay and it's gonna be back 100% how it used to be. No. But it's kind of like good news. There is Six of Cups down here, which is ironic because I was saying things are gonna be back how they were before. I feel like things are going to start returning back to how they were before. I mean, that's not really a big surprise though, because they are able to have their theaters open. I believe they're able to have, is it 100% capacity? Maybe some of them are still at 75% capacity, but if they're able to have more people in theaters, they're able to have more people there with no masks on if they're vaccinated, and they're able to um, do more of what they need to do to make money. I want to clarify the judgment card. There goes that freaking hermit card again. Just hanging around. I feel like they're being scrutinized. I want to see why the judgment card is here because it could be banks, it could be the government, it could be just revitalization. Honestly, that's probably what it is. Judgment card. Where's the judgment card, please? I feel like it's revitalization because the judgment card is about Gabriel tooting his horn and waking the dead and rapturing them up to um, heaven, right? The Judeo-Christian Bible story there, and it kind of makes sense because AMC was headed for bankruptcy, and then along come all of these little knuckle dragging, banana eating, an army of apes. Oh, we're just gonna buy this stock because we don't like uh, short sellers and hedge funds, and it really was what they're revitalizing their company. They are also, I believe, using good judgment to revitalize the company. Do it one more time. What is the judgment card about here? Two of Cups, probably merger information, growth with the Empress card, and the Eight of Cups moving toward new opportunities. Okay, so yeah, they are using their best judgment here to return things back to how they were, even though it's not always going to be the same. It looks like good news, but they're moving in a good direction. This company's fundamentals are getting better and better all the time, and they are more able to they're more able to operate like a company, like they were before, like they were before the pandemic, before they had bankruptcy on the table, before they had, people coming after them and trying to take them down. And just look at Cinemark. Cinemark's stock price is stable. Cinemark's stock price is $26 or $30 or whatever it is. But AMC, same situation almost. Um, their stock prices so up and down, doing this weird stuff because the short sellers came after them really hard. But anyway, they're also the biggest company, biggest movie theater company in the world. So, for a second, I think they're the biggest one now. Anyway, what we need to know about the company is that it's moving in the right direction. It's moving. It's operating as an institution should operate because this is a card of institutions. It is the card of institutions and institutional business and stuff like that. And this institution is revitalizing and it's moving in the right direction. It might not be there 100% yet, but it's definitely like 75% there. Or, it's like 65.97% there or whatever. And they're moving back into, a state of how it was before. And they're also partnering up with people. And they're moving toward new opportunities and growth. So that's a good thing. I definitely feel like even after the whole squeeze is over, it would be a good thing to just keep a couple AMC stock, you know, just because this company is moving in the right direction. And apparently they're survivors because apparently they're very hard to kill. You know, they were down to like $2 or $1.99 for their stock, and now they're up to like $60 or $55. That right there is resilience. That right there is resilience for sure. So anyway, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. And comment below with your strategies. Um, how many AMC you got if you want to. You don't have to do that. What your own personal experience is with the AMC stock. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Be safe. If you need a personal reading, comment below. Not comment below. Email me. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.